Hello and welcome. Today we're going to make a one-sided business card. It's a real simple layout, so to get started we'll go up to File and click New. Now with the settings we need 10,050 pixels, 600 pixels from the height and 300 dpi. dpi stands for dots per inch. It's just another form of measurement, and because we're doing business cards we always have them printed off, so we need to make sure the colour is CMYK, because if we use RGB when you print it off it's not going to look the same to how it would if it was CMYK. Once you've got all them, just go ahead and click create, and I'm just going to zoom out a bit and click on my move tool. Now we will be using guides, so to get them up we need the rulers. So we come up to view in the top menu bar and come down to show rulers, or if you don't want to do that way you can click Ctrl R and that will get up your rulers as well. And if you make sure you've got your move tool selected by coming over left hand side and clicking on the move tool, or just click V, and that will get you the move tool. So we will set up our first two guides. We won't put them all in, we'll just work with the ones that we will be using at the time, and then we can add more or take some away. So we come over to the left hand side and click on the ruler and just drag it across, and we want to go to 320. If you look up to the top you'll see it starts off on 0, and then you've got like 3 little marks and then one that sticks out a bit more, and these go up in 5, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and it just keeps going like that until you get to 100 what's then marked. So we've got the first one set up. Now we need to come back and we need to grab the second one, and we want to go 580. And that's our first two lines set up, and we will work off these two lines. So we click on the pen tool or click P. If you haven't got the pen tool, just hold down left side till it pops up and then click on pen tool and you'll get your pen tool. So we're going to start off in the top corner, and we'll just click up to our first line what we made, and then come down to the bottom, but we want to be going to the furthest line away, and then just keep working around until we close it off. And then if we come over to our panel for our CMYK colours, click on M for magenta, and I'm going to type in 100, and then press tab to go down to the yellow and type in 100. And if you click tab again it will change it to the colour that I'm to be using. Now you can use a different colour, it's entirely up to you what you use. And now we're going to have the second part, because we've done the first part. So we want to grab the first line, or whichever one you want to grab first, and move it to 760. And then we want to be grabbing the other one and moving it to 880. Now I'm going to have two lines going across, so we need to come up to our top ruler, click and drag down. I'm going to place mine at 215, and then I'm going to grab a second line and go down to 370. Once you've got the same lines as me, then we need to go back to our pen tool. Once you've got your pen tool, if you click in the part that we made up in our first part with our lines, it doesn't matter where, and then come over to the top corner of our first line to go across and what goes vertical and horizontal, and then come down to our second line like we did in the first image, and then just work yourself back till we close it off, and then we want to be using the same colour as we did last time. Now we're going to move our guides again, so I'm going to, don't matter which one you grab, and we want to move it to 910. And then we want to be moving this one down, and that wants to come down to 340. And then the other lines that we've not used, we don't actually need. Do we? No. And then just get rid of that one. So we've got these two lines done. And then what we want to go back to then is the pen tool. And we're going to finish off with our last line. So we click on that, come down to the bottom corner, up to the top corner, and close it off and fill it with the same colour as before. But what we need to do is make this one a little bit darker. So we just click on it and drag it down. It will make it a bit darker, and then we'll get rid of all our lines, and that's it. That's that part sorted. Now what we need to do is add a few icons. I will put them in the description for you to download, but if you don't want to use the same icons, you don't have to. You can go find them someplace else. And then I'm going to click File, come down to Place, and it's giving the text. And it don't want to do it. Make sure I've got my curve selected. See if that works. There you go. And then we want to be adding our next image, so it's going to be in a core button. It's up to you which one you use. And I'm going to place mine there, and then add the next one. And I'm going to be placing it next to it, so it's ought to be in the same size, because we can use the snapping to help us get to the same size as the first one. I'm going to put in the final one there. But if you notice, the middle one is not as dark as the first and third one. So all we need to do is make sure we've got it selected, come to adjustments, and go to levels. And then with the black, first wash group it so it only affects them. And then with the white levels, fetch it all the way up so it roughly matches the ones next to it, somewhere around there. And that's how we can make it darker so it matches. Now I'm just going to fetch them down, and the top part where we can rotate it around, I'm going to use it so we can get the same size across all three icons. So if we just get to place at the bottom of the circle like I have, then we know the distance between them all is the exact same. It saves us getting a box or the rulers back out. And what we need to do then is add our logo. So we'll go up to File, Place, and it's going to exactly the same again. There you go. And then just put in your logo. I'm not going to put my logo in for you to download, because I'm sure you've got your own. I'm going to put mine there. That's it. I'll grab a ruler so we can make sure it all lines up better. And I'm going to line that up with the S. No, I'm not. I'm going to line it up with the top of the pen for mine. Then we know it's actually straight. Then all we've got to do then is just add in our words. I'm going to change the colour from black to white, just to make it stand out better. And then all we need to do is type in our name. Obviously you aren't going to type in the same name as me. And then once I learn to spell, type in what we do. but the bottom part I'm going to change its size. So if you just highlight it and come over to the point at the top, and you can use your mouse wheel or you can click on it, and it don't want to pop up today. Don't know what's going on with the system. And then we can change the size, and then it's up to you where you place it. I'm going to place mine there, so I use the centre line down there. Now if you don't like it like that, we can click on so it lines it in the centre, but with that is how it used to be years ago, and for me I like it at the side. Then just click off it, and I put my E in there for some reason. As I said, I can't smell today and it's not going well. Then all we need to do then is add in our phone number. Because it's a business card, you need, if you only do work in your own country, then you don't, what's going on, need to put in whatever your country code is. Because I'm from the UK, ours is +44. So whatever country you're in, you may need to look, you might know, you might not. If you don't know, you can look it up online, it is easier to find. And because I'm from the UK, we've got our area code, so it says what part of the country that we're in. Every town's got a different code, and they're always made up of 5 numbers. And then the main landline number is only made up of 6 numbers. And I'm going to change that down to a smaller size, down to 7 points. And then you need your email, and then we need our website, and then change them back down to 7. And then just put them in place, make sure that they all line up with our top one. If you've got snapping on, it will help you to line it up, and then put it there. And then if you hold shift and highlight them all, we can place them someplace else. I'm going to place mine down here. If you've got other icons that you need, you can place them up there if you like, because we've got our logo on the right hand side. We've got our icons, email, website on the left hand side with our name and what we do in the centre. So it gives it a nice even look. And here's one more trick what I like to do. Now you don't have to do this, but I find it's best to do it. So we click on that bottom one, and I'm just going to grab, not that, I'll come from this side and put in a box. Now it will come above it. I'm going to drop it down. Not so it. And then with that one, I'm going to change its colour back to white. The reason why I do that, and you don't need to, because if you ever want to change that with just that part, it's easier than having to put a box all over it next time. Then we can just highlight it, double click on the colour, and then we can change it like that. It makes it a lot easier. And that's it for this one. If it has helped you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching.